It is no exaggeration to say that Japan is a truly unique country. Modern technology here is amazingly combined with tradition, and some ancient customs are on an equal footing with modern laws. That's why we've compiled 15 interesting facts for you about Japan that you probably didn't know. Let's go. Japanese subways and trains have women-only cars. They're added in the morning so that no one harasses the girls during rush hour. In Japan, groping girls on crowded trains is something of a national sport, and Japan has one of the lowest rape rates in the world. In Japan, the number 4 is treated badly because it is pronounced just like the word death. For this reason, in many houses you will not find 4 floors, in hotels there are 4 rooms, in hospitals there are no 4th rooms. In this country, it is customary to mold snowmen strictly out of 2 balls, not 3, as in the rest of the world. Colonel Sanders is one of the main symbols of Christmas in Japan. On Christmas Eve, the Japanese like to go to KFC and eat a big portion of chicken wings. The celebration of Christmas is of course formal, because the vast majority of Japanese are Buddhists and Shintoists. For those who like to puff on a cigarette at leisure, smoking in Japan is allowed everywhere except train platforms and airports, but there are no urns anywhere and you can't shake the ash under your feet, so every Japanese smoker carries a small ashtray in which he shakes off the ash and puts the butt. In Japanese phones is built into the system of emergency notification of the nation. When there is some cataclysm and all phones triggers a loud beep and there is a message explaining what happened and how to behave, with the sound turned off on the phone is not an obstacle to this signal. Instead of a signature in Japan, they put a special name stamp hanka. Such a seal has every Japanese, and it is used many times a day, and also it can be bought in any store. In all northern cities of Japan, where snow falls in winter, sidewalks are heated and there is no ice on the street, and the snow does not need to be removed. In Japan, the school year begins on April 1st and is divided into trimesters. Students study from April to July, then from September to December, and from January to March. They eat dolphins in Japan. They are used to make soup, cook kebabs, and eat them raw. Dolphin is quite tasty meat with a distinct flavor and quite different from fish, probably because the dolphin is not a fish, but a mammal. According to Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution, it is forbidden for a country to have its own army and participate in wars. In Japan, it is forbidden to talk on the phone on trains. If a call comes in, you have to pick up the phone and quickly say that it is inconvenient to talk now and cut off the conversation. This is done in order not to disturb other passengers with their chatter, and in long trains there are special places for talking on the phone. In Japan, sushi is traditionally made only by men. It is believed that the temperature of women's hands is higher than men's and that the flavor of the fish may change because of this. In Japan, you can see square watermelons on the shelves. They were bred specifically for easier storage and transportation. The Japanese are convinced that your blood type completely determines your personality. Blood can play a decisive role, even when interviewing for a job and choosing a soulmate. There is no scientific proof of this, but they believe in it so much that you can even find condoms for people of a certain blood type on the shelves. We hope that you have been convinced of the uniqueness of Japan. If you have a chance, you should definitely visit this amazing country.